everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel PokéPidge. This video is a direct response to Birdkeeper Toby's battle tag, and that is where he's asked 6 questions and he's tagged a few PokéTubers and also some smaller YouTube channels, and he is welcome then to reply to him with their videos, and this is my reply. I'm pretty much going to answer 6 questions about Pokemon and my channel, and hopefully you are going to learn a bit more about me, and I am going to be able to tell you exactly what I've got to offer for this channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first question is, why are you called that? And basically, why am I called PokéPidge? Well, the first bit is very obvious. Pokemon. Yep, there you go. The second bit, Pidge, is a nickname I've had since school. Now, I got that nickname when I was 12 or 13 years old. I'm nearly 29 now in a few days' time, so I've had that nickname for over half my life. I've got it tattooed on my chest, and it's just a name I hold quite close to me, really. In my latter teen years, I recorded a few songs. My dad had a 16-track recording studio in his shed and the correct, soundproofing setup. So I took advantage of that and I made a few demos, about 10 songs really, an album's worth of demos. It was quite fun, and I called myself Pidge. And more recently, I used the pseudonym Pidge Jenkins as a stand-up comedian. I managed to get myself to a comedy final, which was pretty impressive. Did comedy in Norwich at a festival, a couple of times in London. It was really fun, it was really enjoyable. However, certain things changed, I didn't really want to do it again. But it was another name, Pidge, and that's why I've used it for this YouTube channel, PokéPidge. It's just a name that's followed me everywhere, and I don't want it to go, really. Question number 2 is, what is your favourite Pokemon game? So if we're talking overall Pokemon game, for me it's going to be Pokemon Stadium. I remember when I was, 10 years old or so, I got an N64 with Pokemon Stadium. This used to be my actual bedroom, and I do not lie to you when I say that I did not come out of that room all day, except for Christmas dinner. I had my telly up in the corner there, the proper box tellies, N64 all set up, and I played that literally all day and night and everything. It was brilliant. But if we're talking core series Pokemon games, it's going to have to be, for me, Pokemon X and Y. My childhood took me from, Red, Blue in Generation 1 up to Gen 3 with Ruby and Sapphire. And then I became a teenager and Pokemon wasn't cool anymore. So I stopped playing Pokemon for Generation 4 and 5. Then I got myself a proper job, early 20s or whatever it was, mid-20s. And I bought myself a 3DS with Pokemon Y. That arrived one day. Didn't have time to play it in the evening, I had stuff to do, and then next day I was going to work again. But I went home ill that day from work and then ended up in hospital with a minor heart lining issue. I took that 3DS and Pokemon Y with me and I played it religiously for 5 days. I pretty much completed the game and I could not put it down. It was fantastic. Question number 3 is, who is your favourite evil team? I don't know. Team Rocket, obviously, they're the OGs. Pretty cool, they had an evil agenda, it was great, although I'm sort of, faltered by the theory that Giovanni was actually... Giovanni. Although I'm sort of, faltered by the theory that Giovanni was actually good in that game. He was trying to get the Master Ball from the Silph Company to catch Mewtwo and harness its power so that it didn't wreak havoc. I like that theory, so it's not them either. If Generation 3 had a third evil team for Pokemon Emerald, Team Grass or Leaf or Team Forest or something, then it would have been them, but they didn't. They had a mix of Aqua and Magmar and it didn't quite work for me. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. I said who aren't my favourite evil teams, so I might as well just tell you my favourite evil team, and that is Team Plasma. Now Getsis was an absolutely formidable foe. He was exceptionally strong and powerful, and I loved battling against him. It was a real challenge. And who doesn't like an evil team that infiltrates the Pokemon League while you're challenging the Elite Four and about to take on the champion? I mean, you've just done 4 of the hardest battles in the game, and now you've got an entire castle appearing in the Pokemon League, and you've got to battle even more people, even more harder opponents. Fantastic. And what about Pokemon Black and White 2? The only thing I'll say about this is that any evil team with a flying pirate ship that can shoot cannons of ice at a town is going to be fantastic in my eyes. Question number 4, what can your viewers expect from you this year? Well, if there's anyone that's been watching my channel for ages, they'll know that I frequently do trailers of what's coming up, so you probably saw the one in January. But for people that are new to the channel, I try and focus on top 10s, Try and do some discussion-based videos as well as fact-based videos. I try and incorporate gameplay wherever I can. I don't necessarily stream. It's not something I've been interested in yet. Might look into it, but not yet. I also try and draw on my stand-up comedy days and incorporate humour into things that I do. For example, about a month ago, I did a Pokemon games in real life video in which I used about 10 mini sketches to try and portray the humour of Pokemon games in real life, essentially. I mean, have you tried to put a bicycle into a carrier bag? Have you wondered what happens to the water when someone uses surf? Does the trainer get wet? I did. So that's always something I want to look into. Part 2 will be coming. Now, I must admit, I've got a full-time job, so trying to create videos is also going to be a challenge for me. However, it's pretty much all I do when I get home apart from cook dinner. To put it into perspective, today I edited my Get Fact video. I then recorded a podcast with my good friend Pixels and Pinballs, and now I'm doing this video. It's currently 20 to 10 in the evening, so I probably should go to bed, but I want to get this done. So hopefully that commitment will show through in the quality of my videos. Even with that, I hired a new presenter last year, Trevor Ticklebottom. He has been helping me. He seems to be popular. I've watched his videos, he's dreadful at everything he does, but somehow the viewers like it. So I've signed Trevor Ticklebottom on for another year. I also have 2 huge surprises coming up this year. One with Pixels and Pinfalls, friend of the channel. We're going to collaborate on something that we are planning and it's going to be exceptionally brilliant. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really fun. And the other is going to be a personal one for me. I've got a really big announcement. I'm planning something at the moment. I'm trying to get ahead of my videos so I can put more time into it. I'm really excited for it. It's not necessarily just Pokemon based either, so look out for that. Number 5 is, why did you make your channel in the first place? Right. Time to get serious now. I did my first video on the channel in July 2017, in which I spoke about my top 10 Pokemon at that time. I then didn't do another video at all until November. And then I didn't do another video at all again until August 2018. The reason why I came back again in August 2018 is because in May, sadly, my mother passed away from cancer. And I always wanted to put my efforts into something, and I just thought, if I finally put my efforts into something in a big way, she'll be proud of it, you know. The music I did for a bit and then dropped off. The comedy I did for a bit and then dropped off. I did some writing as well and then just dropped off. So I thought to myself, right, you're getting back into these YouTube videos and you're doing them properly. So since August 2018, I've been uploading regularly. Apart from one little blip where my laptop HD drive just sort of died, I've been uploading approximately on average 2 videos a week. Considering I have a full-time job and I'm now planning a wedding as well, which is pretty awesome, you know, managing to get 2 videos out a week is good to me. Quick change of last night to a couple of days' time in the future. Woo! I just wanted to change my answers to 6 and 7. So, question 6 is, are there any smaller YouTube channels that you would recommend? And there is. Apart from obviously friend of the channel, Pixels and Pinfalls, fully recommend him if you're interested in gaming, Sony, PlayStation, wrestling, anything in that ballpark. He puts a lot of effort into his research. It's really good. We do a regular podcast every fortnight, so I recommend his channel. Also, I recommend Flaming Quilava. He's a young kid still in school, but the passion he's showing in his videos is really good actually. I'm really enjoying watching his, so I would recommend him as well. And finally, question 7, 3 people to do a battle tag. They are going to be Flaming Quilava. I am challenging you for this battle tag, so you've got to go make your own video now. My second one is actually Pixels and Pinfalls, although I did this in a podcast which I'm releasing tomorrow because today's Saturday when I upload this. It's confusing, but yes, I've already done it with Pixels and Pinfalls, but I'll put him in there anyway. And then the third one is actually my fiance, PokéPidge. She's done a couple of videos, one about her cosplay really. She's done a second box, you know, Pokemon box opening, the booster box, 36 packs. We had a bit of syncing issue on that because her phone put her voice and video out of alignment for some reason, so we're getting there with that one. But yeah, she's good. She's hopefully doing some more, hopefully featuring some videos of mine because she's moved in now, so that's good. But yeah, they're the 3 battle tags I've got. I've got work tomorrow morning, so I'm going to have to go to bed now, but I'm also going to, throughout the day at work, watch all of these sort of style videos on Birdkeeper Toby's playlist. So hopefully I can get in contact with a few people, do some collaborations, and it'll be fun. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know that's a cliche thing to say, but it really does sort of go a long way, to be honest. But that's it from me for now, so until next time, I shall see you later. Goodbye.